Does this ever happen to you guys? Sometimes when somebody dragon rushes, it looks like it's in slow motion, and you can just see it so clearly. Oh! What do we got? Another cooler. Okay, dude, something's happening here. Something's happening here. I cannot escape cooler players all of a sudden. And yes, we are trying out more Zom C today. This fella's lagging though. Okay. My man's kind of, how do you say, freaking out. Shoot him. Dang, he's just busting out. He's in the no fear gang. I don't know if that's a good gang to be in against Ginyu. Love it. Zomc might be here to stay. Nope. Zomc, you can't chase me. Oh, okay, it doesn't work. No, sir. We'll go with Birder this time. Birder and then sweep the leg. Nice block. Stop sign. Zom coming out with just a big stop sign, bro. Like, where you going? Stop it. Don't move. One too many reflects. I'd respect that. Kill him. You're expecting people to chase you, and nobody's chasing me with this assist makeup. This is gonna hurt. That executive decision to snap paid off. I thought sparking would give me the meter I needed, but it didn't. Oh, 3H. No way you can see. Ain't no way you can see. Explosions. He sent me a stamp saying my apologies. Back up. That corner steal is just so cheap, bro. It just happened at the last second. Okay. Now that was a drop opportunity. Drop one combo, get a better one. Still gonna get splashed. I didn't think he had enough frame advantage right there. I don't know why I thought that. Wow. So why have I not been using Zom C? What was my problem with it again? Having a hard time remembering. Having a real hard time remembering. God, 3H. How in the hell? JL just magically hit me. Love it. I should get Ginyu out of here. Great. Perfect tag right there. Dead. Bro, not like this. Not like this, dude. I should have vanished. I'm an idiot. I should have vanished. Oh my god, I don't know what I was thinking. All right, who's next? Jiden? Oh boy. I expect that. Getting staggered. You ever notice how sometimes when somebody dragon rushes, does this ever happen to you guys? Sometimes when somebody dragon rushes, it looks like it's in slow motion and you can just see it so clearly. Oh! Made him stand back up. Stand up for this bomber. Ooh, that's a punish. Hope this isn't too much. Woo, let's go. Can't do that. Okay, but where's my ground pound? Oh! Okay, that was so tight. Oh, Super Baby is super fun. In case you didn't know. I'm gonna start dash OS jumping on. I'm gonna start dash OSing at round start against most people. Whoa, that was a huge lag spike. Okay. I'm gonna hope that wasn't any sort of interference. That was like a massive spike. Alright, I got Ginyu coming in. I'm gonna dash OS, like I said. Okay, yeah. That was very fair. Very, very fair. And you love to see it. We got a clean rotation here. Ooh. Wasn't ready. Zoom! Remember when that was his only level 3? But man, it's always funny. It's always really funny to me, like, when I see the comments on my Frieza videos. Those tend to be, like, the funniest comments because, man, I get so many, like, self-reporters. And, like, the funny thing is people don't know that they're self-reporting because they'll be like, yeah, if I had to fight Frieza, I would quit too. They'll be, like, justifying the rage quitters. And it's just like, bro, do you not realize you're saying the quiet part loud? Oh, that was beautiful. I just find it so funny, man. It's just like one of those things where it's like, when someone says something like that, I know for a fact that they've never played an actual fighting game before. Not that this isn't one, but I mean, outside of just DBFZ, they've never played a fighting game. Like, if you think that Frieza is like the epitome of what a zoner is in a fighting game, then man, yeah, you've never played a fighting game before. Never played Blaze Blue. You've never played Guilty Gear, Melty Blood, Street Fighter. Games with like legitimate zoners that like shut you down and like chip you out at the same time. And like you have no way of like getting to them. It's just a whole different breed. DBFZ is a game where, first of all, Super Dash exists. At any time, you can press the left or right trigger, whichever one you have, and you'll just be on top of the opponent. Not to mention you can vanish. Not to mention this game has some of the most anti-zoners I've ever seen in a game. It's just funny. But it's to be expected. It's because of the Dragon Ball license that there's a lot of people who enjoy this game, but they don't actually like fighting games. They just like, you know, seeing Dragon Ball characters on the screen. So it's understandable that you get a lot of like, you know, misinterpretations like that. Oos! And this is no misinterpretation. I'm dead. Goodbye, Ginyu. But yeah, if you look at somebody like Frieza and somebody like Vlog or like Arakune or Happy Chaos or Venom, Morgan, good God, dude. If people who think Frieza is like a zoner worth quitting on, what would they think if they ever saw Marvel 3 Morgan? I think like their mind would explode. I think they would just like, I think their mind would just literally melt. Oh! Let's go. Let's go. It ain't over. It ain't over yet. Oh, I got the hit. I'm so bad. Okay, I'm dead. Yo. Let's go! Super baby comebacks, brother. We got those. We got those. Yes, sir. But yeah, all that is not to say that, like, if you're a Dragon Ball Fighters only, you know, fan, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just something that I just find funny, like, for the people who like to like complain about things that personally I don't really think are worth complaining or like don't think are that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. I actually saw Harada's comment from that interview. Everyone's been talking about it, about how he believes that this generation of fighting game players is quote unquote soft compared to the previous generation, and that's why rage quitting is such a big thing. That's definitely an interesting take. I don't know where I fall on that. I mean, I do think it is a fact that rage quitting is far more prominent now than it's ever been, ever. I don't know if that's due to people being more soft or not. Maybe, I don't know. Because he said that newer fighting game players can't accept taking losses. And, I mean, there might be some truth to that. I think it's hard for everyone to take losses, honestly, but yeah, I don't know. Because, man, oh! I thought he was going to get hit. They're really going through it with rage quitting on Tekken. They call it plugging, but I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't like that term. I don't like the term plugging. That moment with Purple Comet ruins your combo rather than augments it. Damn you, Purple Comet. You double-edged sword, you. But yeah, am I alone on that? I don't like the term plugging. Like, it just doesn't seem accurate. Bro, can I hit this fella, please? Why am I seeing flashes of another universe? Why is it suddenly rolling back? That was so tight. I thought I was high enough to not get hit by that. Man, but seriously, why didn't it start lagging when I was hitting him? Bro, this is getting mad suspicious, dude. This is getting mad suspicious. Wonder if he could have level 3'd without vanishing. Oh, I could have mixed him. Oh! Oh! If it's blue, it's true. But yeah, I don't really know where I fall on the whole. I definitely don't think, because Harada was also saying that he thinks Tekken should possibly become a team-based game so that people could accept taking their losses, because they take losses better when they're on a team. And I really don't know about that. Turning Tekken into a team game, or turning fighting games into team games, like literal teams, like, you know, playing, you know, I play a character, you play a character, and we fight 2 other people. I don't know if that's the route to go. Well, I do think that rage quitting is at an all-time high. I don't think the solution is to just give up, you know? Just be like, I think it's better to try to find a solution to why people are rage quitting so much, rather than just be like, oh, they're rage quitting, we gotta give up on 1v1. Oh, okay, that was smart. That was smart. I was waiting for the counter. I don't know why. He hasn't even countered yet. That was a bad case of projection. I often tell people don't project, meaning like, don't assume someone's gonna do something that someone else has done in a previous match. That's a bad habit to have, and I just did it right there. It's also good to consider matchups, though. I could have killed off of that. That was a bad combo. I'm going for a ride. I'm out. Yo! I don't even know what noise that was that I made, but that was so crazy. I was trying to punish that, and like my ankle touched like a smidge of that beam, and I got picked up. I'm sorry, but this is how you have to fight Cell. I'm sorry. My man, one thing he has shown me is that he's really willing to perfect attack, so I can't go near him. I can't. If I go anywhere near him, he's gonna perfect attack me and kill me. There it goes. I'm out of there, though. Shoot him! Man, active tagging baby specifically to get more meter is just insane. Mix. But yeah, even with the rise, wow. But even with the rise of rage quitters and stuff like that in fighting games, well, I do really hate rage quitting big time. I really, really hate it. I am happy that fighting games are like in the middle of like a boom, you know, like they're just really big right now, and like general interest in them is very high, and that just makes me really excited and really happy, because I love fighting games, and I always have, and I always will. And I'm just glad that, like, you know, they're still nowhere near like as popular as like a shooting game, and they probably never ever will be, but they are way more, wow. They are. DBFZ, I love this game, but they are way more popular than they ever have been, so that's a good thing in the end. But either way, that's gonna bring us to the end of this one. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again soon. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.